All right, sorry about that. Yeah, Mixer has some weird issues sometimes where it works really well, and there's sometimes where it just absolutely just falls flat on its face. So I definitely apologize for that. Everyone that's been watching so far. Again, Nacho, sorry to do that to you during a run, but we just want to make sure we put on the best show that we can. So
Yeah, don't
Twitch
worry.
is working. We'll go back to what works.
I mean, don't worry about it.
And
My emulator
I
decided not
will
to have my
again be
controller.
back
So.
at the timer when you are ready, my friend.
All right. So like I said before, the timer starts when I pick the character. So let me just. And to make it up for everyone, I'm gonna make the car like hot pink. There we go. So time starts in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so this is Vigilante 8 again. I'm playing Bobo. And, I've already explained a lot of the things, but I can just explain them again if it's necessary as they happen. Just need to wait for the thing to load. There we go. So what I want to do to kill everyone as fast as possible is to combo them with different weapons. I have one of the best setups right now, which is basically these rockets and the claws. So now I just need to grab my enemy and gun her down. And she's right up here. That's very convenient. There we go, and she's dead. I think I forgot to mention about Bobo. He's actually kind of hard to control because he really oversteers. So that's the thing you gotta keep in mind. And that was Arizona. You saw me grabbing the items because of the way the game handles item objectives. Because it's just collect, I need to get them to finish the stage early. If not, then I have to wait 30 seconds for an invisible timer to run out so that I can move on to the next stage. California is the same as Arizona. One enemy, grab items. Just a different map. Pacific Harbor. There are 3 factions in this game. This is a thing I didn't explain first. There's the Vigilantes, there's the Coyotes, and then there's the Drifters. Bobo is a Drifter. So think of it as like good guys, bad guys, and guys. So the Bobo's backstory is that he's actually a chimpanzee from NASA, one of those like super intelligent monkeys they train. Gone completely mad from just the stress of the experiments. He stole a moon tracker, which is the car I'm driving, and he's just destroying things. There are no weapons in this stage, and that upsets me. That's very annoying. And the guy I'm fighting already lost half his health. That's impressive. And I still only have like flamethrowers, so I can't really do much. And I guess I could chase him around and shoot him. Oh, there's a thing right there. Yoink. This is gonna be very annoying. There are no water power-ups either. That's also annoying. There's different types of power-ups. There's the shield, which is a green rhombus. There's a yellow thing that makes it harder for like tracking weapons to hit you. There's an X, a blue X, which doubles your damage. And there's like tire power-ups. There's one that gives you snow tires, and this one that gives you water tires, and there's one that gives you like hover tires. So the water tires are self-explanatory. They let you like drive on water. And you wasted all my time. I hate you. There we go. That was probably the worst California stage I've ran in over a year now, because the RNG was just not there at all. So yeah, the snow tires let me drive easier on snow, which is stages like Alaska and Utah, which I'll be running shortly after a couple more stages. So yeah, Alaska here, this is one of the stages where the snow tires come in handy, because since you're driving on snow, you don't have as much grip as you would do in other stages. So you want to grab those just for extra control. And they also let you drive faster, which is a good thing. So I'm gonna grab these two right here. I'm gonna grab this for more control. I'm gonna grab those boxes. And this right here is like one of the best setups for whammies. That is in the one-shot cannon. There we go, one of them is already dead. And this stage is collect and deliver, so if I ignore the items, the stage will end when everyone's dead. And everyone's dead. So the stage ends. For that is how the game works.
Mission control, we are looking good.
Okay, so coming up next is Minnesota, which is the nuclear plant. Another collect and deliver, so again, if I ignore items, it will end when everyone's dead. Just gotta wait for it to load. Another thing about this game is there's actually a way to go faster than your top speed, which is if you mash both the up arrow and the X button. Talking about PlayStation controls here. That's the fastest you can be in the game. And now I can show you one of the best, well, another good combo. This character is very easy to whammy with because of the special. So I dropped a minefield, which is 6 mines in a single spot, and I just drag the guy across with the claws. It's pretty much a guaranteed kill on anything.
Mission control, we are looking good.
Okay, so now coming up next to the rest of the run, it's Utah, the other snow stage in the game, which needs the snow tires for control, or you can just ignore them if you know how to drive your car, which I do because I play this guy a lot. So another collect and deliver, so I'll be ignoring the items again. I'm gonna try to snipe that guy with what is called a crater maker, which is a very powerful mortar that causes a crater when it lands. On high damage, it would probably like lower like half the health of whoever I was shooting at. Okay, so now I have the claws. I just need another weapon that isn't that. Or I could try to yeah, I'm gonna try and scratch it off this guy. Okay, I didn't scratch anything off of him, which is unfortunate. Okay, but I have the roof cannon, which means I can do the buckshot. Second highest health pool in the game, one shot by this thing. That's how devastating this roof cannon is. And I got more from this one that I killed. Now I only need to kill Boogie. There we go. So yeah, this is why I play this character so much. He's beyond broken.
Mission control, we are looking
Like, this game is not very well balanced at all. And the only way of making fights actually last any kind of time would be to play on low damage. And even then, I'm pretty sure on low damage, Boba could still like kill everyone in a single combo. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is turn around here and destroy the sugar mill over here. This mill has a guaranteed special crate. There's another special crate over here that I can use. I'm gonna ignore that bomb. It is impossible to grab all items without wasting time. This one is just collect, so I'm gonna have to wait 30 seconds after everyone's dead. Okay, so there's one down. Alright, that's two down. Only one guy remains, which is a limousine, which is another very high health pool in the game, but not as much as the boss. So now I'm just gonna drive through the water towards him. And he's dead. And now I have to wait 30 seconds for the stage to end. So yeah, I learned about this sugar mill always spawning the thing, because for the coyotes, one of the objectives is to destroy them. So, you know, you do like 10, 15 rounds, 20 rounds, 25 rounds, and every single time it drops a crate. So I just figured, hey, this one always drops a crate. And now I always destroy it every time this stage happens.
That's what you get for mucking around.
Okay, so now coming up next is Pennsylvania. Sorry. Yeah. Which is probably one of the hardest stages for drifters, because I'm probably one of the hardest stages in general, because this stage is very stingy with weapons sometimes. Like last time I played, I had like a 4-minute Pennsylvania because I simply could not find a single weapon for like 2 full minutes. Okay, so I have a shield right now. I go up here. Sometimes there's a special crate up here. I want to grab that. There might be weapons here. I'm already running into issues with no weapons appearing. I can see a special crate, and I have the roof cannon, which means I can win the game now. No, that's oh no, it might be a. Please be a special. Nope, there are no specials anywhere. Well, I only need another a weapon that can actually combo with. This should do. There we go. Just need to kill one more, and 2 more actually. Okay, so now I have the hover tires, which means I can fly around the stage. They're not very good, so I can just dismount from them by pressing both shoulder buttons at the same time. Throwing credit markers at him, I can do extra damage. And because he's so big, he doesn't have a lot of mobility, so I can just do that. He's almost dead now. Of course, he spawned on the other side of the map. And okay. And of course, I spawn on the other side of the map. This is why I hate this stage. This stage is not very good. And there we go, it's over. Coming up next is the final stage of the run, which is Florida. Another thing I forgot to mention about factions is every faction has the same route. So all drifters have play the same stages in the same order, and all the vigilantes do the same. And they have the same objectives. The difference here is that each character has different enemies to deal with on each stage. Like each stage has the same enemies for a character, but every character has different enemies. So now, and every stage, and every final stage is always 3 enemies instead of 4. And the final one is like the quote-unquote rival of the character. I'm gonna go to that island over there because it has special crates. This one is also... Oh, I drowned. Never mind, I'm not going anywhere. Also, this stage is another just deliver. Like collect, it's just collect. But for whatever reason, this one doesn't have the invisible timer at the end. So yeah, you don't need the special to do damage with Bobo, especially on this difficulty, but it makes it way easier. I have the whammy setup, so. Alright, there we go. And see, it says Garbage Man approaching. That's Bobo's rival. And there's actually a reason behind this. Garbage Man is actually an alien, and he needs like parts for his spaceship. And here we show up in a Moontracker with a solar thing. I forgot the name. Solar panes, I think, or something like that. I don't know. The things that grab the sun for power. There we go, and he's dead. And time. That's the run right there. That was Vigilante 8. Very short game. I'm gonna drive into the water so I can actually see the time of this stage. Alright, 1:41. So my final time for this run was 11:13. And by the looks of it, I had 15 minutes on real time. And yeah, that was Vigilante 8. Second offense. There's another one. There's two. There's actually four, I think. Probably one of the most underappreciated PlayStation 1 games I've played, because no one I ever talked to about this game knows what I'm talking about unless I show them the game. And yeah, if you guys like can run a PS1 emulator, just download a ROM for this game and play it. It's a blast. I highly recommend it. And that's it for me. So that was fun. Thank you for having me here again, and good luck to the runners for the next game, which is hold on, I got this. Which is Spider-Man. Yeah, Spider-Man. That's the game. And yeah, I'll be on my way now. That was fun. Good luck to the runners, and I'm out.